Okay, a very good evening to our instructor, Miss Hazrini. Okay, so I'm here to share thoughts of the projects that you have gave me, which is the video response from the video that we have just watched, which is street arts, the urban revolutions. Okay, so the first question that you have for the response are, what are some of the views expressed by the people in the video about street arts? How did they feel about the street arts? So as you can see from the video, some of the people in the video do have a positive feedback towards the existence of street arts. They see it for its artistic, not vandalisms, while some get attracted by its color and touched by the vibrance of street arts, which is, arts, it gives souls, and it has the harmonic oscillations, or those stuff that even same frequencies, you can feel the arts is talking to you. And then it not only makes the street became more interesting instead of dull colors of walls, it also colors up the more dark area of the streets where people don't walk through it. Yes, some people say the boring city's life do need revolutions that make it more interesting and so more passionate when you are working for daily life, while some do feel the artist's patience from their art. And furthermore, most people do give supports and encouragement towards street arts by showing interest towards it, as street art is quite interesting to it. And the second questions will be to summarize the video content by identifying the main ideas and specific details. Well, for me, the main idea for this video is about evolutions of street arts. As you can see from the startings of the video, they say street art started from a trainway scrolls, politics slogans, and silence protests, and gradually it took on an artistic forms in drawing so people can receive his message, and maybe somehow it shows creativeness. And from startings, local cities council see street arts as a form of vandalism, and eventually local city council begin to accept this as one of the culture. As you can see, the video is started from a negative side towards street arts, and slowly it evolved into more people can accept this kind of art. And do you think this type of art has a message, or it merely a work of art? Explain your views. So that's the third question. Okay, so for my opinion, I do think that every piece of art arises from an idea which mostly came from message. Well, not really all the arts came from message, but most of it does. Like for example, you can draw an apple. When you are drawing apple, you must be telling people either this apple is nice, or you advertising apple. You can't be drawing an apple without reasons. You must be, maybe you are trying to test something new about the apple, innovative products of the apple. That's why most of the idea came from a message. While every ideas of the arts will be inspired by anything that came passed by on an artist, which is why they they walk around the cities every day to get ideas and get inspirations. They then express this in a more artistic way, and it's the easiest path to convey this message is street arts, because as you can draw in art, and then you just draw it and you are the only one who see it. But street arts is different. When you draw it, everybody pass by. Oh yeah, hey, this art is quite nice. Oh, this not that nice. So this is a way that they can express their way, the easiest pathway to convey the message to the public. And there's no point of painting an art without any meaning in it, as it will lose the art's meaning where there is no way to express the feeling through non-linguistic way. Art is a method of you show as you express your feeling through a non-linguistic way. Most of the philosophers, or maybe those counselings, they have done this for the children. They ask them, they see the children's not happy, they ask them to draw, and from the drawings they can roughly interpret what in their mind, why they are angry. This is the best way to express those feelings. by not using linguistic. And another similar example would be music, dances, performance. You're angry when you play music, you will have the intonations of the music, the lyrics maybe, that's more linguistic way, but you can feel from the music, the dances, explosive dances, happy hip hop dances, performance, even those dramas. It will show all those expressive ways of without using language. And the fourth question will be, in your opinion, what inspire artists to create such artworks? Okay, so for me, in my opinion, street artists are mostly inspired by unfairness, yeah, unfairness by daily life, messages, rebellious, or even something illogical due to fantasies. Maybe there are more towards it. First of all, unfairness. When you're unfair, you automatically think of some things to express it out. So, best way is art, like just what I say. So, this unfairness will turn into an art and show it to people. This is one of the ways of their ideas of inspirations are. Next is messages. When they want to deliver message like don't smoke. Okay, so don't smoke, they draw it in a very beautiful way because to attract people's attention. So that's one of the inspirations. Next is rebellious, like don't throw rubbish at here. Then they will draw, yes, let's throw rubbish here. So rebellious is something that is opposites to nature thinkings, like don't stand, then they draw stand. Don't sit, then they draw sit. So this kind of thing is something rebellious and very easy to get ideas for it. Or something, the last part is a bit illogical due to fantasies. Like for example, what happens if men have wings? Okay, what happens if men have wings? That's not even a logical question, but if you think it logical, it won't appear as art. And the last part is, what do you think about street arts? Does it bring positive or negative impacts to individual and society? Support your answer with 3 examples. Okay, this is one hard questions. Okay, first of all, in my opinion, every single titles, every single acts in human, they have pro and cons. We do something because of the pro, and people see things due to its cons. So first thing is, in my opinion, my first sex on street arts, it makes me feel happy for some reasons. One of the reasons is maybe it due to its colorful nature of the arts, make life feel more excited rather than a dull wall in the cities. So I do feel another thing is I would find myself doing unconsciously is to interpret the meanings of every single piece of art. Well, maybe my mind was more towards logicals and analysis, well, which is the left brain, left more users to the left brain, as I wanted to know what is in the mind of the producers of the arts, because every single persons do have their own reason, except maybe some people just simply sketch it and there's no reasons. So I do like to interpret all this kind of arts, but not every piece of art can be interpreted using logical points of view, like people who have wings. So if you interpret using logical view, you will be thinking, people have wings, not even possible, so no need to think. So which is quite good to open up the uses of right hemisphere of the brain, which is creative part. You see, oh, people do have wings and the scale is somewhat like that. It's just a fantasy. Oh, and the colors is so it will enhance your right hand side of brain instead of the left hand side of brain. Second part is, does it bring positive or negative impacts? So I do feel street art bring more positive impacts than negative impacts to individual and societies. Yes, I just now say everything do have its pro and cons. And first of all, street arts is the best method of bring encouragement message towards as societies. You could read tons of books and draw more motivational talks, but none can bring more effect than an artistically designed motivational message. Very easy. You have read a book of motivation. You close the book. I can for sure that you can roughly accept not more than half of the things unless you reread it a few more times. But a street art is different. Reading a book, it consumes time. Street art is different. It's just one side. 5 seconds at most, or maybe you just sit there and think for 5 minutes. 5 seconds is enough to bring the message into it. And one of the few example is like they just draw live hard or die hard, this kind of message. When you are very down in and moody, you see this kind of thing, live hard or die hard, so you'll be thinking, you want to die or you want to live? Yeah, of course I want to live. So unconsciously you will be motivated without using a conscious way of motivation. So I feel this is one of the pros, one of the positive effects towards the individual and society. So, and next, street art is beneficial for artists since it's the easiest platform for societies to expose their creativity, to expose to them the creativities of the artists and their hard work. So as you can say, do we look at art every day now? No, I don't think so. Well, if you can say the plants is art, the animal is art, yeah, then undeniable that is art. But what about the true arts, those artistic art? This kind of art you won't see it every day because it doesn't portray out in front of us every day. So this is where street arts work. Street art do portray art every day through our daily life because we just walk past and see the wall every day, practically every day. So this is where artists can show off their potentials. Their potential level might be high, they might be drawing a lots of pictures, but nobody appreciate it because there is no platform for them to show unless it's a maybe arts fair, maybe even an arts gallery. So a lot of artists will be get hidden and not much is exposed towards to the society. So this is where the street arts became positive for the society. And lastly, we have street arts have more positive impacts towards economy of the regions or the countries, as street art successfully attracts locals and overseas tourists towards that place. Like in the video is about Melbourne, in Australia. They have quite a few streets, I think 11 streets of art. So this 11 streets of arts can be used to attract more tourists towards that place, so the economy of the regions or the countries will be increasing. And next, one of the example is one of the Banksy stencil design house was sold for £150,000. Yeah, £150,000. It might not seem much, but maybe I'm not sure how much is a lot. So but I do feel is it does bring effects towards the economy of the countries. So that's all for my shares of thoughts. Thank you very much.